You see, whenever you were born, you were given a deck of cards in the game of life. And all the way through up your adolescent years, all the way to being a teenager, to being an adult, you begin to understand your deck of cards and what you have to use to your advantage. You see, 2 weeks ago, I was actually in the city of Philadelphia. It's in the East Coast of America. And I was with my friends at a Jordan Peterson event. We went to go see Jordan Peterson. It was really nice. Like, all the guys I do the podcast with. And something about, like, I don't really go to the city. I don't really go out of this bubble. Like, I thank God. Like, I used to live in the city back, like, all the way up till I was, like, 7, 8 years old. And then I moved up to, like, a nice suburban area like this. Thank God, right? I'm truly am grateful for that. I say it all the time, every single day in my journal. And I just forgot what it was like to live in a city or be around in a city, because Philadelphia, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful once you're in center city, once you go around you see certain parts, but some parts are just not good at all. Some parts can be dangerous. Some parts are really bad, you know what I mean? But there was this one instance where we were driving and I just saw someone just sleeping on the ground, like someone homeless. And you might think, oh, it's just a homeless person, right? But it really just had me thinking. Like, it really just surprised me. Like, this person was just, it wasn't even like against the wall. It was just like in the middle of like the sidewalk. And it really just opened my eyes to how that person, like, while I'm in this car with my friends, we just got back from a cool event, this person is like surviving. This person is just trying to survive and get by. He's sleeping on the side of the sidewalk, and right next to him was a sewer, not like a sewer, but like it was like one of those things, like a cap for like the sewer, and it was like steaming up like right next to him. And it's like, I'm not gonna look down on people like that, but it makes me more grateful for my situation, right? Because that person right there would do anything. He would do anything to be in my situation. He would do anything to be in a nice bed, in a nice house. Anything is better than where he is at, on the floor in the middle of a city at night, just him. And the reason I bring this up is because with the cards that you were dealt in the game of life, you should be taking 100% advantage of your situation. Because everyone focuses on what cards they don't have. What deck does this guy have? What cards does he have? And they don't focus on what they do have. Look at your cards. How can you play the game? Because I'm telling you, a lot of successful people, they didn't get dealt a good hand. They got dealt a shitty hand. But guess what? They still played the game. They still won. They still did it. But why can't you? You have started off with a better deck of cards, but you lose every time. You keep losing the game. Why? What is the problem here? And I used to do the same thing. I don't think I've ever been put in a situation where I was ungrateful for the place I live in, but there's been definitely moments where I didn't appreciate it enough, and I'm willing to admit that. But, like, for example, like, I have a lot of, like, since I work a part-time job, I have a lot of free time to work on YouTube, to work on things that I'm passionate about. And to slack off and be lazy and to procrastinate is just disrespectful towards not myself, but to my father, who has to work a full-time job. You know what I mean? He's letting me stay here as a 19-year-old, you know what I mean, who wants to do something that is not it's not something ordinary, it's not something normal. You know what I mean? And in the beginning of all this, I used to just slack off, be lazy. I wasn't really leveling up. I didn't appreciate my deck of cards. And so I had to really learn that lesson the hard way. I was so focused on what other people have. I need this, I need that. But I never looked at my hand and thought, wow, like, I could really make something out of this regardless of if I have a shitty hand or not. Regardless, I should take advantage of my situation. It's like, don't take things for granted either. Don't take your friends for granted. Don't take your deck of cards for granted, because God gave you those cards for a reason. I truly believe that. You have a gift. There's a way that you can play this game in your favor. You can win the game of life if you just know, if you get educated, if you have that clarity, if you stop focusing on what you don't have and focus on what you do have. It's as simple as that. And you should really try to appreciate your situation even more, even if it's worse, even if it does seem bad, even if things seem so bad. I'm telling you, there's someone out there who would do anything to be in your situation, anything. And so when the next time you feel like slacking off, the next time you feel like procrastinating, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this, even though you have something to do in the back of your mind. Like you know when you are procrastinating, you know when you have something to do and you're just putting it off to do something else. You know deep down when you're doing that. So next time you're doing that, always think that, wow, someone who has a shittier hand than me, if they had my deck of cards, they would fucking wipe the floor with the game. Like they would do anything. Like they could definitely win the game if they had my deck of cards. You know what I mean? So don't take your situation for granted ever. And I truly am grateful for my deck of cards and my situation. I truly get to thrive, and I could not be more grateful for that. And so what I'm going to do is take advantage of that. Use every moment I can to build a life to give back to the people who helped me with realizing this deck of cards. My family, my friends, etc., like my support system, you as well, across the camera. It's like I'm really going to take advantage of this, and you should as well. So what you can do, I'm going to give you a question right now to go on. What you can do is get out a piece of paper and write down all the things that you have that are good. You have an arm, you have a leg, you have your parents, hopefully. You have a house, a roof over your head. You have a device to watch this video on. You can write down all the things that you have that other people don't. Some people don't have legs. Some people don't have arms. Some people don't have eyes. Some people can't see. Some people, like it really is, when you start to go down that rabbit hole of what do I have, it begins to open your eyes to, wow, it's like, this is my deck of cards and I should take advantage of it. I'm telling you, someone would do anything, absolutely anything to be in your situation. Again, I'm going to continue to repeat that because it is so true. So when you feel like your life sucks, when you feel like everything's coming at me, everything is just, you feel like a victim, never be a victim of your situation. Take advantage. Do not react. You got to proact. Be proactive instead of reactive. Know how to take advantage of your situation. Be like, what do I have? You know what I mean? And with this deck of cards, how can I build a life for myself? How can I just do better? How can I get better? Improve myself? How can I improve myself for other people? How can I find my purpose, etc.? Ask questions like that. But yeah, this is really just a video. Take advantage of your situation. Count your deck of cards. Count how many cards you have. Be grateful for every single situation you have, because that person in the city that I saw, that shit kind of motivated me, to be honest. And it's not like in a condescending way, but in a way that's like, wow, it's like I'm over here. You mean I have moments I can do nothing and feel safe, and you mean I can procrastinate if I want to. I don't have to do this. It's like it's a privilege. It really is a privilege. And so, you know what? It would be disrespectful if I didn't take advantage of my situation. It would be disrespectful towards that guy I saw on the ground being homeless. That's exactly what I took from that situation. And yeah, like I said, count your deck of cards, continue your journey, keep moving forward.